U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement has deported nearly 1,700 sex offenders out of Texas in the past year.
And 400 of those sex offenders were right here and targeted in San Antonio. News 4's Josanna Quintanilla joins us with how they were caught and what comes next for those criminal immigrants. Josanna.
Good evening, Elsa and Jay. Those 400 sex offenders here illegally have committed everything from sexual assault to sexual crimes against children. ICE tells us they've been sent back to their countries and can now be tracked if they try to return. Targeting sex offenders here illegally who served time in jail and prison or through tips and surveillance. ICE fugitive operations teams have identified and arrested more than 400 sex offenders. At least 40 of those criminal immigrants were convicted for sex crimes against children. ICE has worked closely with the Department of Public Safety to get these predators out of our neighborhoods.
We're sharing information currently on database information for sex offenders, and when we have information that they're living in our communities, that they're removable aliens, we target them as our highest priority for arrest.
These criminal offenders have been deported to their home countries. They've been entered into a database so they can be tracked and will face a tough punishment if they try to re-enter.
Now, if they return after being removed, they'll be prosecuted for re-entry after deportation, which is a felony.
Entering after deportation is punishable by up to 20 years in prison. One of those sex offenders arrested for re-entry after deportation and failure to register as a sex offender is now serving 3.5 years in prison. The average cost per day to detain an illegal immigrant is about $120. ICE says they continue to make these arrests with the help with tips from the public. Josanna Quintanilla, News 4, San Antonio.